Welcome, lady lads and gentle lads, to the start of a new series. I'll be your host, Smastian, and today we're going to be playing Planescape Torment, Enhanced Edition. This is among one of the best known and most popular CRPGs out there, and I've never played it before. So I'm going into this entire experience completely blind. I have no idea what's in store. About all I know is that the music is fantastic. I'm really loving the main menu ambience right now. And Alter Senses is the options menu. I think the volume levels should be fine the way they are. If not, I'll change them in subsequent episodes, but for now, I haven't really touched anything here. All I know is that there's various things I can turn on or off, which I'm going to elect not to do. Although, at some point I'll probably end up turning on Always Run, because this is the sort of game where you tend to end up doing that. Like Oblivion, Skyrim, you always end up running. So, enough of me waffling on about nonsense. Let's just get started on a new life. Okay, character generation. 21 points, armor class 10, hit points 20. Nameless one. Okay, so it's not letting me choose a name. Got it. I have no idea how I should be playing this game. What the hell is the optimal setup? But I think I'll put another 3 points into intelligence. Actually, no, let's actually read what each of these does. Strength. Represents your raw strength. High strength allows you to carry more weight and makes your melee attacks more accurate and damaging. Strength is average. Everything is average. Okay. Wisdom. This ability score represents your intuition, common sense, and willpower. A high wisdom helps you recall memories and gives you a bonus to experience points. So essentially, you level up faster. Got it. Constitution. Represents physique, hardiness, and a state of health. A high constitution gives you more hit points, and in the Nameless One's case, a faster regeneration rate as well. Okay. Charisma. Persuasiveness, personal magnetism, and ability to lead. The higher it is, the more favorably people will react to you. Dexterity. Agility, reflexes, hand-eye coordination. Harder to hit and aids your thief skills. And finally, intelligence. Represents memory, reasoning, and deductive skills. High intelligence helps you gain memories faster, gives you more dialogue options, aids your mage skills, and helps you hack computers faster. In Fallout. So, I think I'm going to spec pretty hard into Wisdom. The faster I can level up, the better, I think. We're gonna put an extra couple points into Dexterity, say 12. 13 is above average. Okay, so just below the above average. Same thing with Constitution, Strength, might as well. And 14 into Intelligence. Yeah, I think I'll put even more points into Wisdom and an extra point into Charisma. There we go. And alright.
Chief, you okay? You playing corpse or you putting the blinds on the dusties? I thought you were a deader for sure.
Well, okay. This guy's pretty quiet. I was hoping that the voice volume slider would have been enough to compensate for the music, but apparently I'm going to have to tone things down a bit more. So, who is this boy? Morte. How about you start? Who are you? Let's not be a complete knob. Let's just say we don't remember. You can't remember your name. Well, next time you spend a night in this burg, go easy on the bub. Name's Morte, I'm trapped in here too. I suppose at some point we'll find out what a bub is. Trapped. Yeah, since you haven't had time to get your legs yet, here's the chant. I've tried all the doors in this room is locked tighter than a chastity belt. Good. We're locked in where? What is this place? The mortuary. It's a big black structure with all the architectural charm of a pregnant spider. Okay. Hammy writing. Good. I like it. The mortuary. Am I dead? Not from where I'm standing. You got scars aplenty, though. Looks like some Burke painted you with a knife. Okay, cool. We're already getting heavy into, in-game slang. Got it. All the more reason to give this place the laugh before whoever carved you up comes back to finish the job. Good. How bad are my scars? Well, the carvings on your chest aren't too bad, but the ones on the back... Looks like you got a whole tattoo gallery on your back. Spells out something. What do they say? Looks like you come with directions. Let's see, it starts with... I know you feel like you've been drinking a few kegs of Styx wash, but you need to center yourself. Big word, this. Among your possessions is a journal that'll shed some light on the dark of the matter. Okay. Farod can fill you in on the rest of the chant if he's not in the dead book already. Doesn't say anything else. Yeah, there's a bit more, says Morte. Don't lose the journal, or we'll be up the sticks again, and whatever you do, do not tell anyone who you are or what happens to you, or they'll put you on a quick pilgrimage to the crematorium. Do what I tell you, read the journal, and then find Farod. No wonder my back hurts. There's a damn novel written there. As for what journal I'm supposed to have with me, was there one with me while I was lying here? No, you got stripped to the skins when you arrived. Besides, looks like you got enough of a journal penned on your body. You know about this Farod dude? Nobody he knows, but then again, I don't know many people. Still, some Burks got to know where to find Farod. Once we get out of here, that is. How do we do that? Door's locked, we'll need a key. Chances are one of the walking corpses in this room has it. Walking corpses. Yeah, mortuary keepers use dead bodies as cheap labor. Corpses are dumb as stones, but they're harmless, and won't attack you unless you attack first. Is there some other way? I don't want to kill them just for a key. So I should ask one of these corpses and loot it for the key. You know what, let's avoid combat. But if you want a bright side to this, if you kill them, at least they'll have a rest before their keepers raise them up to work again. Okay, so Morte here is just gonna snark on about these guys being dead. Fine. Well, alright, I'll take one of them down and get the key. Before you do that, arm yourself. First, I think there's a scalpel on one of the shelves around here. Needed to cough a bit. Search shelves in room for a weapon to attack zombies with. When you find one, go to the inventory and arm yourself. If you wish to examine any items you find, right-click on them in the inventory screen. Okay, we'll look for one. One last thing from Morte. These corpses are as slow as molasses, but getting punched by one of them is like being kissed by a battering ram. If they start getting an edge on you, remember you can run and they can't. Use it to keep some distance if you need to recover. To run, either toggle run in the options screen or hold down the shift key and left click on the area you want to run to. Okay, we're going to be turning auto run on. If you are in danger of dying, use running to keep your distance from the zombies while you recover. Alright, thanks for the advice. Okay.
Done.
So it's right-click to move. Alright, scalpel. Well, okay. Thanks, Morte. You're gonna stay back and provide tactical advice while I shank a bunch of zombies with a scalpel. Very good. Let's see if we can chide him into helping. Of course he's gonna snark back at us. He will be helping with good advice. Okay, we're not gonna pursue this any further. Time to introduce the corpses to the second death, although you can attack by selecting a weapon from quick menu, pressing A key also toggles the attack cursor. Let's go. First, however, I'm gonna be checking this stuff out. Anything in there? Bandages. Is there... Okay, shift-clicking works. Good. Okay, left-click and right-click appear to function in exactly the same way. Like someone is in the middle of dissecting a corpse, slab is covered with dried blood and other remains. Fun stuff. Okay. And space does pause things. Okay. So. Hey, he does help out. Well, that was easy. Bandages. Not the key I was looking for. But okay. Hey, there's the key. I wonder if it's possible to talk to the zombies on second thought. This shambling corpse looks like it has been dead for several years. Skin along its forehead is peeled back, revealing its chalk-white skull. Someone has chiseled the number 569 into the exposed bone. It was great talking to you. Farewell. Yeah. There we go. And we get some more bandages. Okay. That's a door. This is also a door. Okay, lost the item for the key. Does this move anywhere? Door is locked. You will need a key. Okay. Well, I guess we'll find one. Okay, Morte's advising us to keep quiet from here on. No need to put any more corpses in the dead book than necessary, especially the Femme. Plus, killing them might draw the caretakers here. Who are these caretakers? They call themselves the Dustmen. You can't miss them. They have an obsession with black and rigor mortis of the face. They're an addled bunch of ghoulish death worshippers. They believe everyone should die sooner better than later. Okay, do these Dustmen care if I escape? Okay, maybe I wasn't listening. I said the Dusties believe everybody's got to die sooner better than later. You think the corpses you've seen are happier in the dead book than out of it? So where'd these corpses all come from? Although, I imagine this isn't going to lead very far, this line of questioning. Death visits the plains every day, Chief. These shamblers are all that's left, and the poor sods who sold their bodies to the caretakers after death. So who are these caretakers? Okay. So it's just the same question. Got it. I thought it was a new one. Anyway, before you said something about making sure I didn't kill any female corpses. Why? Well, look, okay, he's berating me. Look, Chief, these dead chits are the last chance for a couple of hardy bashes like us. We need to be chivalrous. No hacking them up for keys, no lopping their limbs off. Things like that. You know, I think I know exactly what he's talking about, but, you know, we don't exactly have an option here. They're dead, we're dead. See where I'm going? Well, I'm glad I'm too stupid to see where he's going, actually. We've already got an opening line with these limping ladies. We'll have something to talk about. We've all died at least once, so they'll appreciate men with our kind of death experience. Didn't you say I'm not dead? And, okay, yeah. So, okay. Blue jokes about corpses aside. Yeah, let's just keep moving on. Okay. We'll talk to him later. Okay, I guess we're starting a new journal since we can't find the old one. Plenty of parchment and ink around here to last. We'll make a new one. Use it to keep track of your movements. If you ever start to get cloudy on important things like who you are, or more importantly, who I am, use it to refresh your memory.
Updated my journal.
Okay. So, where's the journal button? Just... There we go. Find Farod, find your missing journal. Okay. Cool. So I guess we're not going to be attacking these female shamblies. Doesn't seem like there's any thing much more to do around here. This guy's a dude. It should be fine if we attack him, right? Ah, there we go. He doesn't actually have anything on him. Well, let's open up this door. See where else we need to head to. The dude should be fine to kill, so let's just keep doing that. What's a doll? Should I talk to him? Scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow like old parchment. Charcoal gray eyes lie within an angular face, and a large white beard flows down the front of his robes like a waterfall. His breathing is ragged and irregular, but even his occasional coughing does not slow the scratching of his quill pen. Greetings. I was going to speak with the scribe, although I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be. Okay. Okay. Dusty Boy here starts coughing, interrupting Morte. And we especially shouldn't be swapping the chant with sick Dusties. Come on, let's leave. The quicker we give this place the laugh, the better. Scribe's grey eyes flicker to you. The weight of years hangs heavy upon me, restless one. He places down his quill, but I do not yet count deafness among my ailments. Restless one, do you know me? Know you? There's a trace of bitterness in the scribe's voice as he speaks. I have never known you, restless one. No more than you have known yourself. He is silent for a moment. For you have forgotten, have you not? Who are you, then? As always, the question, and the wrong question as always. He bows slightly, but the movement suddenly sends him into a bout of coughing. I am Doll. Perhaps you can answer some questions for me, Doll.
Journal.
What do you wish to know? What is this place? You're in the mortuary, okay. Again, you have come. Before he can finish, Doll breaks into a fit of coughing. After a moment, he calms himself, and his breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. This is the waiting room for those about to depart the shadow of this life. Tell me about the mortuary. Okay, dead people are brought here to be interred or cremated. Our responsibility as dustmen to care for the dead. Those who have left this shadow of life and walked the true path to death. or the path to true death. Dahl's voice drops in concern. Your wounds must have exacted a heavy toll if you do not recognize this place. It is almost your home. Shadow of life. Yes, a shadow. You see, I'm a Nietzschean. Life is not real. Your life, my life, all shadows, flickerings of what it once was. This life is where we end up after we die, and here we remain trapped, caged until we can achieve the true death. True death. Non-existence, state devoid of reason, Buddhist nirvana, state of purity. Let's ask some other questions. I'm not about to go into a Nietzschean philosophical diatribe with this guy. If I ask how did I get here, no doubt it's going to be something obvious. Your moldy chariot ferried you to the mortuary. You would think you were royalty based on the number of loyal subjects that lay stinking and festering upon the cart that carried you. I arrived on a cart.
My journal.
Yes, the body was somewhere in the middle of the heap, sharing its fluids with the rest of the mountain of corpses. Ooh, fun. Nice. More coughing. Your seneschal, Farod, was, as always, pleased to accept a few moldy coppers to dump the lot of you at the mortuary gate. Who is this Farod? He's a collector of the dead. We have such people in our city that scavenge the bodies of those that have walked the path of true death and bring them to us that they may be interred properly. Where can I find this Farod? Farod's more likely to find me than we are to find him, and he's more likely to bring us here again before we find whatever ooze puddle he wallows in this time. Nevertheless, I must find him. I do not seek out Farod. I am certain that it will simply come full circle again with you none the wiser and Farod a few coppers richer. Accept death, do not perpetuate your circle of misery. I have a weird feeling I know exactly where this story is going, but I'll keep that to myself for the time being. But sure, I'll bite. Do you know where he is?
Journal.
I do not know under which gutterstone Farod lairs at the moment, but I imagine that he can be found somewhere beyond the mortuary gates in the hive. Perhaps someone there will know where you can find him. There are some I respect, but it doesn't sound like you like Farod very much. Farod is not one of them. He wears his ill repute like a badge of honor and takes liberties with the possessions of the dead. He is a knight of the post, cross-trading filth of the lowest sort. Knight of the post. A thief. All Farod brings to our walls come stripped of a little less of their dignity than they possessed in life. Did this guy take anything from me? Most likely, are you missing anything, especially anything of value? Not that Farod would take exception to anything that wasn't physically grafted to your body, and sometimes even that's not enough to give his greedy mind pause. Let's not talk about the journal. Maybe we can loot it from someplace. Okay. Can you tell me how to get out of here? Front gate, only dustmen may pass. Unless I'm extremely persuasive, I can't get through the front gate, and I'm not extremely persuasive. Okay, cool. Other questions. Do you know who I am, by chance? I know scant little of you. I know little more of those that have journeyed with you and who now lie in our keeping. I ask that you no longer ask others to join with you, restless one. Where you walk, so walks misery. Let your burden be your own.
Updated my journal.
Do you not know the woman's corpse interned in the memorial hall below? I had thought that she had traveled with you in the past. Am I mistaken? Let's ask where her body is. Northwest Memorial Hall on the floor below us. Check the beers there. Her name should be on one of the memorial plaques. Mayhap that will revive your memory. Who else is there? Does not know their names. One such as you has left a path many have walked, and few have survived. All dead come here, some must have traveled with you once. Okay. Let's ask him what he does here. He's a scribe, cataloger of all the shells that come to the mortuary. As long as a stream of corpses flows through the mortuary, I remain at my post.
Updated my journal.
Okay, how do the dustmen not recognize me despite having been here more than once? I am the one that catalogs the shells that come to our halls, Restless One. Only I see the faces of those that lie upon our slabs. The dark of your existence lies safe with me. Cool. You sound ill, are you not well? He's close enough to the true death, not long before he passes beyond the eternal boundary and finds the peace he has been seeking. He tires of this mortal sphere. The plains hold no more wonders for one such as I. The eternal boundary. Boundary between life and death, okay. True death, I had some other questions. Yeah, I guess that's it. As you turn to leave, he speaks again. Know this, I do not envy you, Restless One. To be reborn as you would be a curse that I could not bear. You must come to terms with it. At some point your path will return you here. It is the way of all things flesh and bone. I wonder if this is something that's a story that fleshes itself out across multiple playthroughs. Cool. So then. More experience fodder. Good. Oh yeah, and I forgot to equip the My. I completely forgot to equip the scalpel. There we go. I have a Mark 1 eyeball.
Don't want to part with that. Don't want to part with that.
Okay. I wonder if it is possible to part with the eyeball. I guess we'll have to find out as this game continues. I guess we just get to farm these guys out now. And I guess there's another person here we can talk to eventually. But first, let's check this place out. Seems interesting. Maybe it'll lead us somewhere. Oh look, more stuff to survey, so to speak. Nothing? Okay. More bandages. Well, let's just keep moving around. I mean, no reason to leave too quickly now. And a knife, okay. Very good. See, beating up random corpses is good for you. I'm not going to be reading all of this stuff out loud. It's a bit gruesome. Cool, nothing in there. This one's still fresh. Fun. Yep. Riddled with tubes. Strange clicking noises from a machine. Sounds like an insect. Embalming fluid. Maybe that'll come in handy at some point. Sure, we'll take even more embalming fluid. We'll need a key. Well, while our kleptomania is strong, let us continue. I suppose I'll be having to cut ahead a lot while we wait for everyone to move. Oh yeah, no, that's the other thing I was supposed to turn on. Always run. Done. There we go. Things have sped up massively now. Ah, receiving room logbook. This huge logbook lists mortuary procedures in a tight, crabbed script. All shells entering the mortuary are to be delivered to the receiving room and logged with the scribe on duty before being embalmed or cremated. Records are to be checked to determine if the shell is one of the contracted, and if so, do not prepare the shell. Move the shell to one of the preparation rooms. Contact the scribe on duty and notify him that a contracted shell is to be raised. Be certain that a shell is thoroughly stripped of its possessions before being sent to the prep rooms. The contracted workers are intended for simple manual labor and do not have the capacity to search and strip a shell. The faction is not responsible for any possessions lost or items stolen by collectors who have brought the shells to the mortuary. Shells' possessions are to be stored in the receiving room until an initiate can be sent to claim them. Please catalog all possessions in the logbook. Following this list is thousands of entries of bodies that have been sent to the receiving room. As you flip through the rest of the book, however, you notice the last page has been cut out. Good. So, preparation room. So I'm contracted in some way. What does it mean to be contracted? Spooky stuff. Rather depressingly, the skull is faster than me. Mortuary, 3rd floor.
I'm gone.
Well, let's see what's on this 3rd floor. And oh yeah, there was someone downstairs that we forgot to talk to.
I'm gone.
There was a woman somewhere hereabouts, looking at a disemboweled corpse. Iveen. Slight young woman with pale features. Sunken flesh around her cheeks and neck makes her appear as if she is starving. She seems intent on dissecting the corpse in front of her, prodding the chest with a finger. Greetings. Does not respond, too intent on the body in front of her. Okay, cool.
Updated my journal.
She's a tiefling, Chief. They get fiend blood in their veins, usually because some ancestor of theirs shared knickers with one demon or another. Make some of them addled in the head and addled looking too. Do we continue disturbing her? Sure. Eyes are a rotting yellow with small orange dots for pupil. Greetings? Doesn't seem to have heard you. She leans forward, squinting as if she can't make you out. Whatever is wrong with her eyes must make her terribly nearsighted. You... She clacks her taloned fingers together, then makes a strange motion with her hands. Find thread and embalming juice. Bring here to Iveen. Go, go, go. You've been assigned a quest. Okay.
Updated my journal.
Cool. I guess we've been given a quest. What? Are you lost? No, I'm not lost. I had some questions. What is my business here? I'm here to see someone. Who are you here to see? Let's say I'm here to see Doll. He's quite busy and not in the best of health. Unless you have pressing business, I would not disturb him. Very well, thanks for the information. Dustman nods and returns to his duty, and we walk away. Cool. Hey, there's the needle and thread we were looking for. No, I'm not lost. I had some questions. Well, so long as they don't care about us, I guess we can just keep running around like this. And in the meantime... just really do whatever. Mortuary Sanctum key, there we go. Much better. Okay. Don't get a whole lot out of it. A hammer. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. We could go down a level from here. But first, let's finish exploring the top floor. If I'm not mistaken, I think Farod told us, essentially, not to attract too much attention to ourselves. Okay. Skullboy, get out of the way. Thank you. Iron Pry Bar. Dustman Request. Note written on a scrap of dry parchment. Contact the necromancer responsible for raising contractual worker 42. I know he's examined the skeleton before, but I am certain the initial raising of the body was warped. The worker still responds to commands, but when it has completed a task, it resumes pacing in the same circular pattern as it did before. Dahl recently informed me that worker 42 exhibited that same walking pattern, which was a zombie decades ago. There may be a soul echo in the marrow of the skeleton's or the skeleton's age may have caused the magic, animating him to decay. One of the initiates suggested it may be following an order issued by a higher-ranking dustman in the past, but I have found no records of such an order. Whatever the reason, the matter is to be resolved or the worker replaced. Okay, let's keep an eye out for worker 42. So some corpses have fanged circles on them. Our skull friend here is, thinking that the female zombie workers are eyeing him up. You mean the blank-eyed beyond the grave stare? Oh boy. We're not going to get into a spitting contest with this guy over corpses looking us up and down. Yeah, whatever. When you've been dead as long as I have, you know the signals. You know what? We'll take your word on it. Lots of text to go through. What are we still doing here? Okay, they're getting antsy about us still being here. Well, let's just quickly loot every little thing we can. Mortuary task list. Someone has penned a series of tasks in red ink on this scrap of parchment. I would like the contracted workers to be inspected thrice daily at the end of each worker's shift when the new initiates come on duty. We have experienced too many contracted collapses while engaged in heavy labor as of late. I fear the embalming enchantments initially used on the corpses may be decaying or may have been warped somehow. The contracted workers could be inspected every 8 hours and raised if they have collapsed. Then this would prevent the backlog of shells in the preparation rooms and free up more contracted workers for other duties. I do not wish collapsed bodies to be disposed of. When possible, the original contracted shells are to be raised and be made to resume their duties. I have included some spare embalming charms within the shelves for the initiates on duty. They are to be used only when the shells cannot be repaired with stitching, bandaging, or applications of embalming fluid. Okay, so these guys are having problems. Dustman embalming charm, lesser. Okay, let's grab a few of those. Okay, we've just explored more stairs that lead us downwards. Interesting. You there, hold. Why? You see him stern-looking man in black robes. He is glaring at you suspiciously. You, state your business. Lean in as if to whisper something to him, then snap his neck. Let's be harsh with him. Dustman's eyes narrow to slits, and his hand falls to the dagger by his side. He looks as if he is about to summon the other guards. Do we continue antagonizing him? It might be a problem if we do. Snap his neck. You're not fast enough, and the Dustman dodges you as you lunge for him. Taking a step back, he clasps his hands together sharply 3 times. In response, a great iron bell starts tolling throughout the mortuary. Hope you've made peace with your gods.
Die.
Well,
All right.
Dustman robes, mortuary key, copper earring, jagged knife. What do you have? Copper coins. Interesting. Well, things have just gotten out of hand. Well, regardless, we do have a problem now. What's this? Looks like a large tomb. The marble surface gives it a rather elegant look. Dayanara. You see a strikingly beautiful, ghostly form before you. Her arms are crossed and her eyes are closed. She has long, flowing hair, and her gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. As you watch, you hear some strange ambient music, and she stirs slightly, and her eyes flicker. Greetings!
You. What is it that brings you here? Have you come to see firsthand the misery you have wrought? Perhaps in death I still hold some shred of use for you, my love.
The plot thickens. Who are you? The spirit makes a begging motion with her hands. How can it be that the thieves of the mind continue to steal my name from your memory? Do you not remember me, my love? The ghost stretches out her arms. Think! Her voice becomes desperate again. The name Dayanara must evoke some memory within you. Let's see if she can stir up my mind a bit more. Oh, at last the fates show some mercy. Even death cannot chase me from your mind. Do you not see your memories shall return? Tell me how I can help you, and I shall. Do you know who I am? You are one both blessed and cursed. You are one who is never far from my thoughts and heart. Okay, cool. Sorry to be so cold to you, but then again, you are pretty cold yourself. Blessed and cursed, what's she on about? The nature of your curse should be apparent. Look at you, she points at you. Death rejects you. Your memories have abandoned you. Do you not pause and wonder why? I'm still trying to get my bearings. I know that you once claimed you loved me, and that you would love me until death claimed us both. I believed that, never knowing the truth of who you were, what you were. And what am I? Well, she suddenly freezes and speaks slowly, carefully, as if her voice frightens her. The truth is this. You are one who dies many deaths. These deaths have given the knowing of all things mortal, and in your hand lies the spark of life and death. Those that die near you carry a trace of themselves that you can bring forth. So I'm a necromancer? As Dayanara speaks the words, a crawling sensation wells up in the back of your skull. You suddenly feel compelled to look at your hand. As you lift it up and look at it, you can see the blood coursing sluggishly through your arm, pouring into your muscles and in turn giving strength to your bones.
Updated my journal.
We just gained experience for talking. Good. And you know Dayanara is right. You suddenly remember how to coax the dimmest spark of life from a body and bring it forth. The thought both horrifies you and intrigues you. You've remembered how to raise others from the dead. To access this ability, select Special Abilities button in the quick menu. You can only use this on party members that have died in your presence. It will not work on anyone who does not travel with you, and will not work on party members you remove from the party while they are dead. I had other questions. Who are you? Oh, we've already gone through this. Blah, blah, blah. Can you tell me where I am? You're here with me. Okay, good. But, like, where am I? As in, the times when life was something both of us shared. Now it is the eternal boundary that separates us. Eternal boundary. It is a barrier I fear you shall never cross. It is the barrier between your life and what remains of mine. Perhaps you can answer some more questions. I need to escape. Can you help me? As you are about to ask her the question, it catches in your throat. It occurs to you that if you tell her you are looking for an escape route, she may feel you are abandoning her. Okay, that was pretty sage on my part. If you are going to ask her how to leave, you'll need to be delicate about it. Can you tell me how to leave this place? Okay. Screw delicacy. Leave? Drops to a hiss and rises again. Leave? You ask me, who am trapped here because of you, how to leave this place? Yes, I need to escape this place. Do you know of a way out? You come to me in death only to tell me that you need my aid so that you can abandon me again. Her face is a mask of fury. I died for you. I suffer for it even now. Will you spurn me in my hour of need? Spurn you? You dare to accuse me of spurning you? Tehanara flings her arms outward in an arc, then brings them in front of her. The index finger of each hand pointed at you. It looks like she is calling for some sort of sorcery. You dare? Prepare to defend self. Burn, may you burn as if the very fires of Bator were devouring you from within. Burn and know it is but a fraction of my hatred for you. I curse you, well, so much for love. I curse you with all my heart and soul that you will never be free from the shackles of your wretched unlife. May you shrivel and die, your mind withering as it festers in your rotting body. I don't know which of these two to pick. Am I going to be apologetic or have no patience? I thought I was being pretty neutral, but, well, I guess we're trying to salvage the situation. Once spoken, it cannot be undone. Know this, I have all eternity. I shall wait for you to come to death's halls. We shall be together again. Make up your mind, Jesus. But I want to speak. Okay, fine. Do you know who that spirit was? Spirit. Okay, fine, I guess I passed out. Cool. Well, so much for getting out of here. Ah. I see the writing on the walls. I guess everything just has to be butchered now, unfortunately. Oh boy, these are big. Giant skellies. Can we handle them? Well, let's try.
My jaw is hanging on by a thread. Would you give me a hand here?
How much health do those things have? Jesus. Well, so much for that, I guess. There we go, much better. I guess we'll just go for the time being. Oh, cool, more big boys. Anything to loot here? A crescent hatchet. Interesting enough, I guess. Can you please attack?
Sure, why not?
Very good.
Right.
What?
I'm gone.
Tome of Bone and Ash. Worn leather-bound tome lists diagrams and charts detailing several minor wards and enchantments. There are numerous drawings of skellies, bones, and manner by which they may be preserved over time. Of particular interest is a section regarding guardians. Apparently, the dustmen animate corpses of fallen giants to serve as the guardians for the mortuary to make them even deadlier. Armoring enchantments are woven into their breastplates to help shield them from attacks. Oh, fun. The book is much too complex for you to absorb all at once, but it looks as if you could refer to certain sections when the need arises. Good.
I'm gone.
You guys have some problems. You know, I don't think we're going to need a rusty dagger. Fun. Well, let's get you into combat first.
What's up, Chief? Okay.
But with that zombie worker.
All right. Done.
What's the word, Chief? Good as done.
All right.
God, we're trying. What are you doing, though?
What's up?
I'm gone.
Cool. Very good.
Right.
I wonder if we can give her a quest now. Give her the thread and
Updated
embalming
my
fluid.
journal.
Cool. She continues sewing. Wait. Within minutes she is finished. She clicks her talons and turns to face you. She extends her hand and drags her talons along your arms and chest. Keep playing zombie. Keep playing zombie? She suddenly noticed she seems to be examining your scars. She withdraws her talons, clicks them twice, then bends forward and examines some of the tattoos on your chest. Who wrote on you? Hivers do that? No respect for zombies. Zombies, not paintings. She pokes one of your scars. This one bad shape. Many scars. No preserves. Wait. Suddenly hook into the thread you brought her, and lightning-like she jabs another talon into the skin near one of your scars. It feels barely more than a pinprick, but it looks like she's about to start stitching you up.
Updated
Let her
my
work.
journal.
Sensation is purely painless. When she is done, she sniffs you, frowns, and stabs her fingers into the embalming fluid. Within minutes, she has dabbed your body with the fluid, and strangely enough, it makes you feel better. This may be the second time in my life I'm thankful I don't have a nose, says Morte. Gives you another sniff. Done. Go, go. Cool. Okay, I guess. Maybe we can talk to Doll about getting us out of here. Although first, I guess we have to deal with the femme here.
Yeah, good as done.
There, much
I'm
better.
gone. I'm gone.
Huh? Sure, why not?
I guess we'll just deal with these guys piecemeal.
I'm gone.
Cool. Doll, me boy, can you help out? I have some more questions for you. We've about exhausted everything we can do here. I do wonder, however, if... Well, okay, fine. First,
What?
there's that.
Good as done.
I told you to attack her.
What's up? Sure, why not?
Okay, you dense ponce.
What's the word, Chief?
Done.
Can we not be attacking Morte?
Damn.
Critical miss.
Yeah.
What a lovely thing to hear.
Done.
Okay. Can we open this gate up now that we have a weird key? Yes, we can. Okay. Cool. We found some cleaning rags and some bandages, but my inventory is full. Okay.
Huh? What?
Done.
What's up? Sure, why not?
I guess
What's
Morte
so
can
good
hold
is
some
done?
things.
What's up? Good is done.
There we go. There we go. Much better. And if I'm not mistaken, we got a level up, didn't we? No? No level up? Next level at 8,000. We're level 3. Current alignment, true neutral. Okay, that's good to know. Interesting.
Right.
Unfortunately, there's a whole lot in here for us to do now. Oh well. I guess we have to go upstairs.
All right.
Okay, these boys want to fight. Intense furnace. Let's not walk inside. Is there any way for us to leave amicably? I am perplexed. Quite perplexed, as a matter of fact.
What? Okay. Did you see that?
Nice crit, dude.
What's up, Chief?
Well done.
Done.
Well, nothing to do but get these guys over with, I guess.
What's up? Okay. Yeah, okay.
I'm gone.
Wow, that was a noise. I'm more than a bit terrified. I also have absolutely no idea how to get out of here.
Did you see that?
Is that how? No?
Damn. Die.
Mortuary reminder message. Third and last request for the pry bar. If it has been in place, tell me. I have no objection to maintaining the contracted workers, but I've been trying to repair the skeletons. I guess we could use the pry bar on locked cabinets? Is what that note is telling me, essentially. Maybe if we just kill everything, it'll be fine. Container is locked. Okay.
Forced it.
Hey, it does work. Bone charm, corpse fly charm, okay. A lot of interesting stuff. I guess Dustman robes really aren't helping us out a lot. Wave 5. Disguises user as a Dustman. Usable only in the mortuary. Well, it's already too late to hide from the Dustman. But where do we need to go? More copper earrings. I guess we can sell those.
You see that? What's the word, Chief? What's up? Yeah.
Ah. I understand the problem now. So that's been taken care of. I mean, what else is left here for us to do?
I feel stronger.
Well, we've leveled up.
Damn.
Well, we've gained some hit points. And a characteristic point to spend. Okay. Let's go for strength. I have really no idea what to do. How am I supposed to get out of here now? Well, I guess that answers that. Well then, some spooky, scary skeletons got to us. Let's pick up this copper and Pen's note. This note has been written with remarkable penmanship upon the finest parchment, Vaxus. If you are reading this and you have undoubtedly failed in your task and have been forced to use the escape route I arranged, I told you that your little disguise idea was ridiculous. In any case, you'll need to lay low for a while. The Dustmen may be deluded, but they are not fools, and they will certainly seek retribution for our intrusion. I've left you some coins. Use them to secure a hiding place in the hive, preferably in Ragpicker's Square. The Dustmen will be unwilling to look for you there. Am I Vaxus? Once you have secured a new hiding place, I have a new mission for you. Find out where Farod is getting those bodies he's delivering to the mortuary. It's apparently causing the Dustmen a great deal of upset, and I wouldn't mind knowing myself. Reports are that stone-faced dustman at the Gathering Dust Bar, Initiate Emmerich, I think the fool's name is, has been sending out finders to try and mark Farod's movements. See if you can find out for how far along he is and hinder his efforts until we know more about Farod's activities. I don't want Emmerich finding out something before we do. Well, we haven't really found any... We haven't found the journal we were looking for, but maybe we can finally use this hammer. No? Cool, so now that we have the escape route, how are we to get out of here? Hammer? No.
Huh?
Maybe we talk to this guy.
Chief. Sure, why not?
Okay,
All right.
cool. Can we smash open the braziers? I'm confused. Ah, there was the exit. And with that, I think we'll bring a close to this episode. We managed to get ourselves out of the mortuary somehow. I have no idea what this place is. An open tomb. Suffice it to say, I think we're now somewhere in the hive. Yeah, we are. And as we can see, I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing. But whatevs. We'll manage. Anyway, until next time, I have been Smastian, and I'll see you in Planescape Torment at some point, I guess.